Happy Friday, everyone. TGIF. The last couple of weeks, we've been really honing in on the reactive dog, fearful dogs, aggressive dogs. We talked about walking them and encountering unfamiliar people or unfamiliar dogs or any sort of provocative event. Then we talked about bringing our dogs into our homes. How do we get our guests into our homes safely? Once they're in, what do we do with them then? How do we counter condition? How do we deactivate your dog's fearful or aggressive response? Today, I want to hone in on a couple of signals that dogs give, especially one in particular, that I guarantee you that if the circumstances don't change, if the behavior of the person who is receiving this crescent moon, they will be attacked. So I'm going to show this little video here in a second, but that little telltale white in the corner of the eyes, guaranteed an attack is coming if things don't change and change in a real hurry. So there's many signals that dogs do give off. Their ears back, sometimes hackles up. The set of their tail, is it wagging to the left, meaning being controlled by the right hemisphere of the brain? Is the animal showing its teeth? Is it looking askew? And that's what happens when we have the crescent moon. The animal looks off to the side and is regarding the possible threat or the possible opponent out the side of their eyes. They're watching them, but they're trying not to stare directly ahead because they're a little unsure about this moment. They're not totally convinced. What is the next strategy? Anything at this point, ears back, hackles up, is the dove strategy, displaying. And the animal could be weighing within a millisecond which strategy to use next. So I want you to pay attention to this because most aggression that happens inside the home, once it's inside the home, whether it's your own personal dog or once guests have arrived, most of the causality behind that aggression typically lends itself to either competitively natured, so it's a competitive aggression type scenario. You own your dog and you're trying to take something away from your dog. You're trying to invade some area that it holds dear to itself. You are trying to take a resource. Or self-defense aggression, meaning the dog feels threatened by you for whatever reason. It's typically not territorial once the people are in your home. They're now in the core area of the home range. They're in the core area. The gatekeepers, which is what you should be in your dog's eyes. I'm the one who's more of the gatekeeper of our territory. I am the one that has shown you over and over again that I give the social support. I can deal with the threat. So once people are in your home, territorial aggression is typically gone. Now you basically have a contained animal. It's just a big crate. I'm contained. Options to flee only are limited to wherever I can get in this home away from you. So most aggression inside the home, if it's going to be an attack, it's going to be from either A, competitive, or B, you forced me into it. I tried to run, I couldn't get away from you, you kept approaching me, and now I attack. So I want to now after I've told you that, I want to show this little video here. So I'm going to play it. Now this video has been slowed down. It is super slow motion. And I only have a slow motion version of it. I don't have a real-time version. But the friend of mine who's a video photographer who took this told me that this happened in the blink of an eye. And that means for aggression to be effective, like I said in my book, The Hammer, Why Dogs Attack Us and How to Prevent It, it must be swift. It must be like lightning fast. So here you're going to see it in slow-mo, otherwise you'd miss it. So this wolf is eating off of a kill. So this is a competitive aggression-based scenario here. Typically, when wolves feed off of a kill, there's an ownership zone. It's like my plate. I won't attack you if you're eating right next to me on your plate. But if you happen to trespass onto my plate, meaning you're getting a little greedy, then an attack can occur. But again, we've seen this crescent eye. I have seen this crescent eye. I've been attacked by dogs who gave this crescent eye. This is the signal of all signals that means an attack is coming. So here, I'll go ahead and hit play. So you can hear a little growling. I'm watching, and then you didn't move. So I gave you a signal, and now the attack comes. And it comes lightning fast. So I'm going to kind of just rewind that again and take it back. So let me grab my little cursor here, right there. If you ever see this, your own dog, anyone else's dog, you're reaching down to pet it, you're reaching down to take something from it, or you're just trying to counter condition, and you see this, where an animal has its head tilted and staring at you out the corner of its eye, be very careful. Whatever you're doing, take a step back away from that. Do not continue to push this issue. So I'm going to play it one more time, because it will come quickly when it comes. Lightning fast. And it will come with certainty. Once the animal commits to this, they're fully committed to the attack. Now, how long the attack will occur? Really, several factors play into that, but the attack will occur. Now, I also want to show you from a dog perspective, they do the same thing. I'm going to see if I can blow this up just a little bit bigger here. Here we go. Okay. Again, what they will typically do is the animal, once an animal is staring directly at you, now they're very confident, their mind is made up. I will employ the hawk strategy, and I have no doubt about that. When they regard you out the corner of their eye, there is a wee chance that they may just decide to back off. All depends on what the other thing does. If it backs off, it goes away from them, they'll calm down. Mission accomplished. But I'm regarding you out the corner of my eye because I really don't want to attack you. I really don't. Contact is risky, incredibly risky. So I'm doing all that I can not to attack you, but I am watching you. But if I turn my head directly in your direction, the genie's out of the bottle. The cards are laying face up on the table. Now I'm kind of forced into action. But if I look out the corner of my eye, I can observe you, I can start getting ready, and then when the moment presents itself, I turn fully and I attack, as you saw in the last video. This dog is doing the same thing right here. This is a dog that is ready to attack. It's regarding the person out the corner of its eyes. Crescent moon. Again, you can see this. Trust me, if you're causing an animal to want to attack you, it's pretty darn close. You're already close. Again, this is not out in the yard. This is not out in the woods somewhere at a dog park. This is in close, what we call a close quarter battle right here. CQB. You're in close. You're real close to the animal. And this could be, this little crescent moon right here, could be the last little signal that you give before you're attacked. Okay, guys, I say that with all certainty because not only have I been the victim of that myself and wear the scars to prove it, but I have interviewed hundreds of thousands of people over 4 decades, and the vast majority said that was it. That was the last warning they received. So I just want to kind of put that out there today. Think about it. You ever see it, whatever you're doing, it's not worth it at that point. Don't get bitten by that dog. All right, guys, the crescent moon, keep it in the back of your mind. Always have it right there. Always watching, looking for it. Because now you've gone way too far. In the next couple of days, I'm going to show a couple more things, maybe a couple different more videos, and talk to you just a little bit more. And we're going to wrap up this reactive dog series tomorrow. Do a little bit of a review on everything and just kind of wrap it up. Doesn't mean I'm not going to come back to it, because there's always things that develop when it comes to reactivity in animals. But we're going to kind of wrap it up a little bit tomorrow and then move forward with a whole bunch of new stuff, new information for you. So if you found this beneficial, as usual, please share it with someone. Save someone from being bitten. And if you have any questions, you know where to send them, either down the Facebook thread or send them to me with Bryan at a Y at tamingthewild.com. Until I see you guys tomorrow, be safe and enjoy the rest of your day. And watch out for that crescent moon.